Welcome to the Reports tutorial. I'm going to show you how to navigate the Reports interface, as well as demonstrate how to view, filter, and export reports. So let's get started. From the PlanIt menu, navigate to the Reports menu item through the Reports and Analytics category. This will open the Reports interface. As you can see, the Reports interface is separated into two sections. The top section shows the report categories, while the bottom section shows the results panel. Let's start by selecting a category from the top. There are a few to choose from, so we'll just select Transactions. Notice that the bottom section changes to show what subcategories exist under Transactions. As you can see here, there are detailed transaction reports as well as summary transaction reports. The folder icon indicates what you're looking at is a subcategory. If we click All Reports, it will show all reports and their subcategories. But let's go back to Transactions now. I'd like to look at detailed transaction reports, so I'm going to click the Detail subcategory. Notice that there's a little breadcrumb trail which tells you where you are. In this case, we've navigated to Transactions, then Detail. As you can see below, the only report that shows up is the main transaction detail report. There are a few things you could do here. You can open the report in a new tab, open the report in a new browser window, and you could also set this report to be a favorite. I'll get into favorite reports in the next tutorial titled Advanced Report Tips. For now, let's open this report in a new tab within PlanIt. Just click the button and you'll see a new tab is created for the report. On all reports, you'll have a top toolbar with many functions. Some of the functions may vary depending on the report. In this transaction detail report, you're able to filter the data a few different ways. There's an advanced filter, a custom start and end date filter, and there's also a quick filter for the last 30, 60, or 90 days and year to date. On the right, there's an option to export this report to many different formats. When this report first loads, it defaults to showing the last 30 days worth of data. This report also takes into account who is logged in. In this case, we're logged in as Ryan Clark, and it is currently showing his transactions only. If you're logged in as a manager, it would show transactions for you and the employees reporting up to you. If you'd like to show year-to-date data, click on the YTD button and watch the date range change. Notice that the heading of the report changes to indicate the date range you specified. Let's change this report back to show the last 30 days. Alright, let's look at this report for a moment. These are sales transactions for Ryan Clark. You can see that there were sales made to various customers for specific products. Let's say that I would like to see all transactions made for a specific company. In this case, all sales transactions made to Alpha Corp. Well, we can filter these transactions very easily by using the filter button above. Let's take note of the customer ID for Alpha Corp and use it in our filter. Click on the filter button and you'll see a dialog box open up. There are a few different common fields we can filter on, but we would like to filter these transactions by customer ID, so we need to use the advanced filter section below. Click the transaction field drop-down list and find customer ID. And we'll select it. Now, we need to specify how we're going to match on that field. Typically, we would say that the condition equals the value we specify. And lastly, let's put in the value we're looking for. In this case, we're going to say where the customer ID equals ABB001. Once we have this filter set, we can apply it. And notice how we only see Alpha Corp transactions for the last 30 days. Well, I like the result of this report, but I would like to export this data into Excel so I could import it into another software package. Well, just click the export button above and click Excel. Depending on what web browser you're using to access PlanIt, it will show you a prompt similar to this one, asking you if you would like to save it or open the resulting Excel file. Let's open the Excel file. And there you have it. Let's go back to the reports. Most of the other reports function the same way. There may be different filters for different reports, though. Let's take a look at an example of a report with a different filter. Let's go back to the Reports tab. And we're going to look for the Quota versus Actual report. This is a handy report to view where the sales force is performing relative to their targets. Well, this is a compensation report, so we'll go to the Compensation category. And it's a Versus subcategory report. Let's open it in a new tab. You can either click New Tab, or if you click on the report box itself, it will open it in a new tab by default. Notice that when this report loads, it shows the filter window immediately. The filter options are different for this report than they were for the transaction detail report we ran before. Here, we can select what kind of report type we want, by period or annual, but we'll select by period. We could also select the plan year, but we'll keep this at 2010. And we could also select which employees we can see. In this case, Ryan Clark only has access to see his own. Once we select Apply Filter, the report generates the result. We could also export this report like any other. This concludes the reports tutorial. Be sure to check out the next tutorial entitled Advanced Report Tips, in which we explain how to quickly and easily find a report you're looking for, as well as how to save your favorite reports to your homepage so you can access them quickly when you sign into the system.